What's up guys, Adrian Amaral with 911 Gadgets. Happy New Year. I'm very extremely super excited that I got a new computer and now I can record. I want to thank you guys for 8,000 subscribers. Today we got the 8,000th subscriber. So I want to thank all of you guys for the love and for the support, and even the haters, people who write down stuff, which is not that many, I'm very grateful for that. We don't have that many people who leave negative things, probably like 0.05%, not even 1% of comments and stuff are bad. So I want to thank you guys for that. I also want to share with you guys that I'm going to be opening an ASMR channel. It's going to be called Adrian Eats. I'll leave the link in the description. You see all these YouTubers, they open different channels because that's different income. Okay, so why not? Let's do it, man. We got to do what we got to do. If you guys have questions with YouTube channels, message me. I want to help everybody out. So please click on the link down there for Adrian Eats and please subscribe. I also have another channel called Amaral Music. So that one we barely have 15 subscribers. So I'm going to leave the link down there as well. So you guys can please help me out and subscribe. I would really appreciate that, guys. In today's video, I'm going to be giving away one free source where we get parts from. Okay. And I'm gonna give this source away so that you guys can get this year started and you guys can start ordering some quality parts. If you guys want to get more sources, feel free to go to 911gadgets.com/cell phone repair training. You can get the 5-day curriculum for only $39.99. There you will find many more sources that I and most of the group use. There's probably going to be like 5 or 6 more sources on top of the one that I'm going to give you guys today in this video. You'll also get the unlocking sources, you'll get the tips and tricks, you get access to the Facebook group. So take advantage of that, guys. It's only $39.99, 911gadgets.com/cell phone repair training. We're going to actually be replacing an iPhone 8 Plus screen today that was brought to me by a customer who went to another place and they said they broke their home button. The phone looks pretty good. You guys can see it here. He said they broke his home button. I'm just thinking it's a bad screen, and this is why I'm giving you guys a free source, guys, because there's a lot of people out there that are buying cheap screens and they're just there's a bunch of problems going on with them. eBay, Amazon, I'm not saying they're all bad, but we have the direct sources. So I really hope you guys enjoy this video. If you have any questions, please leave a comment down below. Email me at contact@911gadgets.com or shoot me a text 951-399-7911. For those that are international, it's +1 951-399-7911. Y para los que me han estado pidiendo videos en español, también voy a empezar a subir videos en español. Esténse atentos porque quizás voy a abrir un canal de YouTube en español. Creo que se va a llamar Reparaciones 911. Abajo en la descripción ahí voy a poner el link para ese canal. Así que vamos con todo, amigos. Este año 2021 vamos a echarle ganas y nos vemos en el canal español Reparaciones 911. Let's start. Alright guys, so like I said, the customer, he came to me saying that he took his phone to another store and the home button doesn't work anymore. So let's go ahead and turn it on. And I'm going to show you guys what we mean when it's not working. Now, in this video, I don't know if it really is the home button, but just by the feel of the screen, it's not the best qualities. I've dealt with all the qualities already, guys, but just by the feel of it, the look, it's not the best. So I'm thinking it's just a bad screen, because if you guys didn't know, the most of these screens, starting with like the 6S and up, the home button connector, where you connect the home button, it's attached to the screen, which then goes over to the motherboard. Okay, so the screen has a home button extension, I guess you can call it. You plug in the home button to the screen, and the screen has an extension that goes to the motherboard. So sometimes these screens, they don't make them right, and they have a bad connection. So here we go. Look, we're pressing the home button and it doesn't work. Okay, you see? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna introduce to you guys one of the sources that we use. I'm gonna leave a link and some information in the description for the source here, okay? Their name is Wholesale Gadget Parts. They're out of Texas, and this is one of their screens that they offer. This is the evolved version. Like all sources, they have different qualities. So this is one of their most premium qualities right here. And you want to speak to Jordan. Make sure you tell him that I sent you so that he can hook you up with the premium accounts. That's one free source I'm giving to you guys so you can get 2021 started. Okay, get a jump start, get ahead of the game, get some good screens. If you guys want more sources, because sometimes, you know, these sources are out of stock on certain screens and certain parts. So you want to have a backup. So in our 5-day curriculum, we have about 5 more sources for parts, 4 to 5 more sources for parts that we use every day. And on top of that, you get the unlocked sources and everything. So guys, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year. Here's one of the sources, Wholesale Gadget Parts. Look at the description, you're gonna have more information. So let's get started. Let's open it up. And this is what the screen looks like. It already has the back plate. Has the back plate right here. So you don't have to swap that over to the new one. Most cheap screens don't have that. So we're going to do this. Take this off. The little blue film layer, protector. Bam. Trash that. Take this little bumper off. So here we go. We're going to start off by removing the bottom screws of the iPhone 8 Plus. And since it's been replaced, I don't really need to add heat to it unless they put that adhesive, but a lot of people don't do that. Let's just add some heat. Okay, we're gonna get our blade, and I'll always go from the bottom. I always go from here, and I pry up, and then I get a pick, and I go around it. There it is. I want to turn off the phone, but you guys see that the home button doesn't work, okay? See? So I'm gonna go ahead and turn it off. Okay. Now I'm gonna take off the screen shield. Look, see, they're missing a screw right here already. This is what happens sometimes, man. You guys need to go with people who, if you guys are customers, go with people who have good reviews or who are referred to you by somebody you trust. I mean, things happen, but I mean, they're using cheap screens, and they're not doing quality technician work, okay? So here, see how I put my screws? I put them in order. You see this right here? I took them off like this, and I'll put the shield right by the screws so I know where to put it back, okay? You unplug the battery with your finger. It's right there. Alright, so you go like that. So we got that off already. First battery all the time. Battery first, then you get these little 2 connectors. So no matter what you're working with, computer, iPhone 10, iPhone 3, I don't care. Battery's always first with electronics, guys. Remove the battery, unplug it first, and then you can start working, okay? Alright, so now we've got this over here. So I noticed, you know, it was connected properly. This is the home button, right here. This is a home button connector. It was connected properly. Usually if it's loose, I'll give it I'll unplug it and plug it back in or something. And I'm gonna see this up here too. This is where the home button connects. I'm gonna see if it's unplugged or not. I should have done that before I opened this, but I'm just gonna put a new screen on it anyways. I mean, why not, you know? Better quality, customers paying for it, so Let's do it. Let's make some money. You gotta get crafty with your hands, guys, you know, like, you see, you gotta use all fingers, and there you go. I usually just slide this down from here. Look, I slide it down to the battery, and then I pick it up. I put it right next to the screws up here. All right, and then the way I take that off, I grab it like this, you know, like this, and I pull up. There it is. So we're done with this phone. We don't need to use this phone anymore. Dude, even the screen is missing a screw. All right, so we put the phone to the side. If you guys are wondering what my toolbox looks like, this is what it looks like. You know, got my toothbrush and my picking tools right there, my screwdrivers, toothbrush, some picks, extra screws or shields from junk phones, my TriStar tester, my screen film applicator right here, computer screws, blades. That's all I have right here, but I mainly just use these right here. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get our Phillips screwdriver. And start removing parts. Now guys, if the guy, he took it to broke the home button, then that's out of our control, okay? So, but I've seen this way too many times, and I know where they brought it, where they took it, you know, so I'm thinking it's a bad screen. I've seen this one too many times coming from the same place, but it's all good. All right, get this shield off, put it up here next to our screw so we know where they go. Get our camera out of the way, get our speaker off. There it is, speaker right up there. And let's heat up the top. This part is tricky, guys. You need to apply a lot of heat so you can get behind this adhesive. It's like a little square sticker that covers some gold pins. I'll show you guys right now in a bit. If you don't do that, there's a chance that you short out this connector, this whole flex cable. So I hope he didn't do that. You want to get some good heat. Then you're going to get your tweezers. You're going to get this out of the way a little bit. And then you're going to go, oh yeah, this thing's already all loose. Go down there and you have to pick hard under there. And then you grab it from here. Okay? You're going to pick against the screen and you grab it from here and then you pull. Yeah, so this one was already. So, okay. You see this right here? There's a little, okay, there it is. You guys see that right there? That little square, and there's some gold pins behind that. If you go in between the flex and this square adhesive, you can short this whole flex cable out, okay? This whole thing. So you need to heat it up good when it's the first time you're taking it off, and you pick and you get like that over it and you hold it and you pull it out, okay? So this needs to remain there. I can see some gold pins right there showing. You see that? That's not supposed to be there. You try to preserve this adhesive to try to make it stay on the flex, okay, when you're removing it. Big tip, or else when you put everything back on, people are not going to be able to hear from that ear speaker, all right? That's a pro tip right there, guys. I learned that the hard way with the 7 Plus. So this applies to the 7 Plus and the 8 Plus. All right, now we're going to go down to our home button shield, and this one uses a tri-wing. Or Y, I call it the Y tip. And let's see what that connector looks like.
Taste your content, hold your breath and feel the tension. Devils hide behind redemption. Honesty is a one-way gate to hell. I want to taste consumption. It's faster to waste.
Okay. Let's get this shield, put it by our screws. And let's see what it looks. It looks good. It's connected. You guys see that right there? It's connected. It's on there good. There, I just unplugged it. You see? I don't typically use metal, guys. I use plastic or my nail, but I just, you know. So it was connected properly, guys. So we're gonna go ahead and apply some heat to that so we can remove it without damaging it. We're gonna also inspect it. Get my tweezers, move the connector. See, this connector goes to the screen. Get it out of the way. I grab it like this and I pull up. There you go. There it is. Now this was easy because they've already removed it once. We don't usually apply more adhesive to it. So here it is. It goes like this, right? So we're gonna put it like this. All right, move this to the side. Get our wholesale gadget parts screen. All right, and let's start assembling. I usually poke a hole through here because it has a little adhesive. A little plastic film. So I go like that. I use my pinky to hold it in place. You see that? So it doesn't fall back down. And this way I can stick my home button in with no problem. Okay, there it is. Okay, now I let go of this plastic so it can hold the home button in place. I use my tweezers and I move this up like that. And I put the home button on this peg right here. There's a little peg. There's a tiny peg right here where the home button flex sits on. You see that peg right there? That's where it sits on. And then now you let go of that connector and plug in the home button. Sometimes they don't line up, so you're gonna push the connector a little bit down with your tweezers or something. You scoot it down. Bam. You see that? Scoot it down. You see how it's moving? Scoot it down enough to where the home button can line up with it. Having some trouble here. Make sure the home button doesn't have anything. No, this home button's good. The connector was fine. It didn't have no obstruction. So we're gonna push down on our connector and line it up. There it is. We lined it up successfully. You're gonna clip it on there nicely. And it's on there good now. You see? There you go. Alrighty, so now we're gonna put the shield back on. Alright guys, I forgot to get this screw from the old screen. This is a Phillips, whereas the other four for the shield, the home button, they're wide tip. But this one here, is off to the side, is a Phillips. Okay, now the top ones here, they're all Phillips, I believe. Yeah, they are. So we're gonna grab this thing here, and I usually just, you see these two pegs right here, 1 and 2, and this thing has 2 holes, so that's where it goes. There it is, and then as long as these are lined up, then you can press on this other one up here. So now that's lined up. You want to grab your tweezers, make sure that these sensors are correctly positioned in their little squares here. Okay. Sometimes these are like opened up, especially if it's a new flex cable. These are like open. You're like, what? How does this go? Where it bends in like this. Both of them bend in. This one bends in as well. So you go like this. There you go. Make sure it sits in there. Otherwise, if it doesn't sit in there, customers are going to tell you, hey, my phone keeps pressing stuff, because what this does, this is the proximity sensor and the ambient light sensor. So the proximity sensor, when they put it to their face, it turns off the screen, you know? If that proximity sensor is not installed properly, then the screen won't turn off when they put it to their ear, and then your cheeks, the customer's cheeks will start pressing buttons, and they're gonna be like, hey, my phone is pressing all kinds of things. So make sure you install that. Keep the pressure with your thumb right there. Keep that pressure on there, and then get the speaker. Make sure you put it the right way. You should have it laid out nicely right here at the top, so you know where to just grab it and put it on. Otherwise, this has some pins, you know, that touch the gold pads. So it's just a puzzle. Figure it out, guys. Watch videos. All right, so I'm gonna use this speaker now to hold the pressure down. Now I'm holding the pressure, so I transferred the pressure from my thumb to the speaker. All right, and then here is the shield, which I'm gonna do the same thing. See, now I'm holding the pressure with my thumb, and I'm gonna transfer it to my middle finger, and then slowly I'm gonna just put this. There you go. I'm gonna transfer it down to the shield. And I messed up because I didn't put the camera yet. So here we go. We're gonna put the camera, holding that pressure. Now the pressure is so that the proximity sensor and ambient light sensor won't fall back out of place. Okay, so now I'm holding the pressure here with my middle finger. There you go, transferring it over to the shield. And now we're good. We're gonna use this up here. We're gonna install the screws, so we can finally let go of our thumb, because it gets pretty tiring sometimes. But you don't want people coming back saying that their phones are pressing numbers. I'm still holding it because I'm not comfortable yet letting it go until I get about 3 or 4 screws in there. Okay, get this top. I think that should be good already, because I got 2 of them right there. So I'll get this top one. And I'm still holding a little bit of pressure, even though I already had let it go. So here we go. Bam. And last screw for the screen. There we go. All right. There it is. Now we get our phone. And we're gonna plug this in. This one gets tricky. I usually hold the screen up like this, and then I plug this this top flex. Ready? There we go. Bam. It's in there. Then I'm gonna flip it this way. It's a weird cable up here, guys. That's why it's kind of weird to work with that one. Then we're gonna get our smaller one. Connect that right here. That's the home button connector. Be careful. Make sure it sits in place first. All right, you don't want to damage anything now. There it is. Now this one. Alright, that one's kind of weird. Let me see. There it is. Alright guys, let's put the battery and let's test it before we close it all up. Careful with the battery too, guys. You want to put it from top down, not in a slanted way, because you can damage the connectors. I did that with an iPhone XR recently. Alright, let's turn it on. Okay, screen is good. Home button, come on, home button. Yes, there it is, guys. Let's do it again. Let's go ahead and do it one more time. There you go. It's probably this plastic. Oh yeah, there it is. It was just the plastic, guys. I was messing it up. So here you go. There's your home button working now. Perfect. So there it is, you guys. It was just that. So let's go ahead and continue. Let's continue assembling the phone. we're gonna go ahead and unplug the battery. Actually, let's leave the battery plugged in. We don't even need to turn it off, that's fine. Just be very careful, okay? Be very careful when it comes to plugging everything back in, not to touch anything with the metal screwdriver. So here we go. All right. Remember, this one was already missing one screw, guys, down here in the middle. So we're only gonna put the ones that are there already. I don't advise you to try to put a screw unless it's coming from another identical phone from the same spot, just because these screws are, some are bigger, some are thicker, some are longer, and you don't want to mess anything up on the motherboard, okay? All right, here it is. Let's go ahead and close it up. There it is, guys. Put the bottom screws back on here. And we are good to go, my friends. There it is, iPhone 8 Plus LCD replacement. And they brought it in because it wasn't working. The home button wasn't working after they took it somewhere else. And our home button is working now, thanks to our screens. You know, once in a blue moon, and I'm telling you, like, I don't think I even saw one in 2020 where the home button didn't work because of the faulty screen. That's because we order from premium suppliers. You know, we don't just, I don't do cheap parts anymore, guys. I mean, you can if you really want to, but I don't like the headache. So I'm giving you guys one free source down in the description. Wholesale gadget parts out of Texas. Make sure you let them know Adrian Amaral from 911 Gadgets sent you. So here it is now, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, subscribe. I'm gonna leave some links in the description below. Please go ahead and do us a huge favor. And go subscribe to all of our other channels. Okay, I have a music channel called Amaral Music, and I have a new ASMR channel that I'm gonna be eating stuff on. So if you guys are into that kind of thing, we have my kids channel as well, and my wife's beauty channel for all you ladies out there. If you guys want to take some beauty tips, if you guys are suffering from acne or just random things, you know, braces, all kinds of stuff, makeup. Please go down there, help me out. I need 100 subscribers on the other channel so that I can create a custom URL for marketing purposes. It'll be easier for me to market them and get more subscribers and just put out more content for everybody. So 2021, we're trying to grab it by the horns and, you know, just make the best out of it. And if you haven't done so already, go to 911gadgets.com/cell phone repair training. Get that $39 curriculum, join our team, and let's all grow together, guys. 2021, let's make it ours. I appreciate you guys very much. I love you all. Have a happy new year. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you on the next video. Peace out.